Hi. I went to the trouble of unmuting the timer so that you could hear the chime, but the old earbuds are connected via Bluetooth to the computer, so you couldn't hear it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. A little bit of a different setup here. So I'm running the live stream through my computer, but I, due to some things and circumstances and happenings, my usual setup just wouldn't work. So I'm doing this from my phone with my new ring light. And I feel like adjusting it, but also it's probably fine. It's probably also fine. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, I'm so used to looking at my computer. Now you're here. Okay. It's been a busy week. I can actually say truly that I'm very happy with what I got done this week. There were a lot of meetings and stuff, but despite that, I'm still really happy with everything that I accomplished. But nonetheless, I do want to finish the week out strong, get a few things ready for next week. And so that's just exactly what I'm going to do. Got my bullet journal. Gonna make a plan for next week. That's always helpful. I'll do that while we're on. However, I've made the mistake in the past of, well, let me back up. It hasn't always been a mistake. In the past, I'll stream for a super long time and go late into the evening to try and get things done. And sometimes that works great, but sometimes I'm just too tired and I just got to know when to call it quits. So for this live stream, let me change my banner. For this live stream, I'm going to just do 5 25-minute sprints rather than ending at a certain time, although I estimated. All right, so we'll do, I just have to remember to update this banner every time I do it. Here it comes. Here we go. And it's going. Okay. That's my plan. So that will give me plenty of time to get some things done, but I'm not going to be pushing myself too hard, which is important. What are you working on? I always like to know if you're watching a replay. Thank you and welcome. Excuse me. And I would love to see in the comments what you're working on. Hey there, Davey. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, with capital letters, I love a capital letter. I love exclamation points. You're speaking my language. Hi, Keenan. Good to see you. What are all of you wonderful individuals working on right now? If you care to share, I'd love to know. It might be the same thing as last time, but I might not specifically perfectly remember. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I can do this thing. I'm running from 2 screens in case you missed it. Okay, so Davey said hi. Keenan said hello. Working on draft 2 of Teenage Heroes. Okay, cool. Edits and rewriting and writing new parts. Okay, that's excellent, Keenan. All necessary. So that's awesome. It means you've done a lot of work on that so far. Very cool. Hello, Tina. Thanks for joining. Good to see you here. What you working on? It is almost 5 o'clock at night where I am. I don't know why I felt the need to say it, except I almost said, what are you working on tonight? But that might not be nighttime where you are at all. Oh, okay. Davey says, I have to redo my story Bible for fantasy /book/series. Okay, I misplaced it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, all the characters in depth. 20 pages of outline, story maps, and everything. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay. That happens. That kind of thing happens to literally everyone. It sucks and hate having to redo stuff, but It's got to be done. And so we'll just be here to encourage you, cheer you on as you take on that project. I don't know if it feels disheartening right now, but it'll feel really good when it's done. Oh boy, Davey. Okay. Tina, fixing plot holes. Okay, very important work. Everybody's got super important projects that you all are working on right now. I like it. Okay, I just brewed up another coffee. Oh, I'm pointing, but you can't see. It's over there. I just brewed up another coffee. So for this first sprint, I'm gonna grab that. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get to work. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, it's so strange to have these two. It's fine, but it is strange. Okay, two screens. There we go. Here we go. And we're starting. And I'm muting. And I'll talk to you in 25 minutes. Okay, a thing is happening in my earbuds. Okay, I think I got it. Nope, sure don't. What happens if I do this? There we go. Can you all still hear me? Should, because I'm talking through my phone microphone. Okay. Phone and computer interactions. Okay. It's a whole new world. How was your sprint? So that was definitely like a gearing up sprint. I already might be going back on my only doing 5. Oh, okay. Thank you, Keenan. Thanks. As I was hungry and I made a coffee in my Ruth Bader Ginsburg mug. Supreme. Cheers. Just a little bit of coffee just to help me be productive tonight and not fall asleep at 6:45 p.m. And getting like different things pulled up on my computer, for example. So I think I'm ready to go. I just had barely gotten home from my work day, and I knew that I wanted to live stream. And so I came in, quickly got everything set up. Took just like 10 minutes to transition into being home before I fired it up. So I needed a little bit more time. So I am going to be working on stuff. I'm going to be preparing some things for my staff for next week. Make sure that they are all taken care of, and possibly even getting some stuff ready for them the week after next. I don't know who is in the United States on here, but next coming Monday, but the one after, also known as May 30th, is Memorial Day. And so we'll have that day off. I'm going to be doing a little bit of traveling. And so I just want to make sure that they've got everything they need from me. I like to be done with things in advance as much as possible. So that's what I'm going to work on. And in fact, just talking about it right now is getting me fired up to get this done for them. I'm just pulling up some documents. So yeah, that was definitely a very low key sprint for me, but helpful nonetheless. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we'll show comments from here. Okay, Keenan, this was interesting to see. Can barely see me over the top. This was interesting to read about your plot and the interaction of these two characters. I was like, ooh, that's good. That's drama. And then you wrote the drama. I love it so much. And I was like, yeah, that is exactly what I thought when I read it. That's very interesting. Very cool, Keenan. Thank you for sharing about that. Wow, spend time making your website. That's a big deal. Is this the first time that you've made a website for yourself, Davey? Is it the first time you've made a website at all? Whatever the answer is to that, it's a big undertaking and a huge project. So I say bravo to you, a big bravo. This is cool. I like hearing what everyone's working on. Keenan, are you in Canada? I'm sure that you've told me before where you are from, but it has been a while ago, I think. So I was curious. Davey, I'm not sure I know where you're from. Listen, you don't have to share. I just have a true love for all things geographical, and I love knowing what time zone someone is in and the general part of the world. Oh, you're in Arizona. As soon as you say it, I'm like, yes, I remember having this conversation now. I don't know. Okay, sorry, I thought you were in Canada. That's right. I remember you saying that though. Okay, I can click on it here. Yes, that's right. Okay, it's about the second time. Kind of confusing, but I got it. Yeah. So I feel I have made a few different versions, especially over the years, because just website platforms, I don't know why I ticked it off. Website platforms have changed and grown so much over the years. And so I totally understand putting together a different one, making it look how you want, or maybe you go a different direction. So yeah. And I built and maintain the website for my nonprofit. And so I understand that it can be a lot, especially when getting it set up. So that's really cool. Oh, you are in Washington. Okie doke. So you were earlier. I often will have people in here who are in the Eastern time zone or over someplace in Europe. And so they're always ahead of me, like it's later for them. So, all right. Oh boy. I do like Washington. I like the climate and all the trees. The climate and the landscape of Washington is just right for me. But I live in Oklahoma, which is very, very different in so many ways. So yeah, the climate and I mean, the landscape, there's definitely very beautiful parts of Oklahoma. The climate is very different. So I am envious of your rain and your cool temperatures. Okay, well, I mean, if we want, I guess let's take a hydrate break before we jump right back in. Can't hurt. We hydrating. Maybe we take a caffeination break. Oh, to live with your friend cross country. Okay, what general area of the United States, if you want to share? If you don't want, that's totally, I totally understand. Of course, that is fine. You might like Oklahoma. While it storms here and that can be intense, it doesn't really rain that much. Like I'm from Iowa originally, and it rains way more and snows way more, which I like. But it is just relentless sunshine a lot of the time here. Oh, near Texas. Yep. Yeah, that you probably really like it then. What we need to do is switch climates, Davey. Okay, don't mind me. I've been writing the whole time. Oh no, totally fine, Keenan. I understand sometimes you're in the zone. It was nice of you to stop and chat to us, but you keep on doing what you're doing. No problems there. I want people to stay in their zone when they're in the zone. Well, speaking of zones, what about getting back into it? That was a good segue, right? Arizona needs more rain. Classic desert climate. My gosh. Okay. Now, what am I doing? I'm going here. It is different navigating this between phone and computer, but okay, got it. 25 minutes is on the clock. Well, almost. There it is. 25 minutes. I will mute and let's do our second sprint of the night. Welcome back. So, how was your sprint? You're not hearing the wonderful chime at the end of the timer because the timer's on my computer. I have the computer piped into my earbuds because I'm streaming on my phone, and so I can't listen to stuff on my phone. It's a whole thing. It's a whole setup. How was your sprint? Have a nose itch. There we go. How'd that go? I'm pleased with my sprint. I just finished putting together some good information for my staff member whose stuff I was working on for her for next week, and then I started a little bit for her for the week after. So I think I can call it quits on that and move on to the next one. Very exciting. Making progress. And I guess that's about it. It's not very exciting for anyone but me. I just like to mark things off my list, really. That's what it's all about. So how did that go for all of you? We were joined by Heather Tatton, aka Heather Tatton, which is a whole thing that's probably not worth explaining, but it is what I call her and will likely always call her. You're welcome for that, Heather. And you know what, Heather? I have been having a great day. Thanks. I have been. It's been a pretty good day. Okay, Davey, making lunch. Oh, that's a late lunch. That's a late lunch, Davey. But listen, you eat lunch whenever you want. There's no rules. And then working on your website. That's fantastic. Okay, just settled down, getting ready to write. That's awesome. Hey, guess what? My phone battery is at 15%. I should probably do something about that, shouldn't I? Okay, I'll do that. I'm looking around like, I know I've got my cord here. I said I know I have my cord, but I might not. I'll just do it in the next sprint. Okay, Heather's getting ready to write. Heather's working on scenes. She's got, or acts, scenes within acts. And she has goals for acts for the month of May. Did I properly explain what you're working on, Heather? Yeah, we've got people in here who are moving along toward their goals. They've got a plan for them. They're inspired. They're making progress. So that's very fun. It's fun for me to have people here to support. So that was the second of 5 sprints. I think I'm liking this method of timing out, or rather not timing out, not just timing out what I'm doing, but actually listing the number of sprints I'm going to do when I want to really make sure that I'm not overdoing it for myself. That seems to be cool. It's my first time, I think, ever doing that. Oh, let's see. Okay. You do have goals. I think that's what you're talking about. As I try to write at least 1 scene a day of my revision. I want to cut. That's it. Yep. You have goals for acts and the scenes and the acts for May. I think that's essentially what I was saying earlier. Awesome. Can you believe that? I hope this doesn't put pressure on people who have goals for May. Next week's the last week of May. Here's the thing, though. It's only May 19th, but I feel like tomorrow is the last day of May. And that's not true. It's like 10 days away. 11, actually, if you want to be exact. So there's still plenty of time, a whole third of the month left, but it feels like it's basically over already. But that's not a helpful mentality. I need to lean into all the days that I have available to me. Also, I would like to point out, I can't actually show it to you, but I have a new ring light. My first ever ring light. I had been wanting to get one for a long time, and I finally just went for it last week, and I love it. I feel illuminated. I feel quite illuminated, and it has a little remote control with it. So if I want to take a photo or start a video, just press a little button and it starts on my phone. I'm like, what? What is this amazing technology that other people have been using for years and I'm just seeing for the first time? I'm impressed by it. I also like the fact that it's not blinding me. I feel illuminated, but I can still see with my eyeballs, which I think is generally preferable for such a thing. Oh, okay, let's see here. Heather says, oh, I hardcore relate. If I don't set clear goals, just drift away and never get it done. Yeah. Well, and also the thing about setting goals is, at least in my experience, and it sounds like you've done something similar, Heather, setting the goals takes a huge thing and breaks it down into smaller, more manageable chunks, blocks, scenes within acts, for example, and it makes the whole thing just less daunting and more approachable. Um, yeah, anyway, that has been my experience with all kinds of projects, and so I think goals are helpful for that. But yeah, then also it helps you achieve something until, before years pass by. So I think that's cool. I relate. Some people do take years to write books, but at least you're like moving toward it, your goal in a timely manner. May is flying by. It's true. I turned the word flying, which is 2 syllables, into 3 syllables. How about that? Flying. So true. It makes it all seem doable. Yeah. Writing one scene. I mean, gosh, to say, I'm going to write a book, that's a big thing. You know what? I think that I need to not wait until the next sprint or fire up the next sprint to plug in my phone, because it's already down to 11%. It's going fast. But I don't want all of you to have to wait on me, because I'm going to have to go get a charging block, and I don't have a cord in here. So before this all disappears because my phone battery has run out, let's say we go ahead and stop this here chat and fire up the 3rd sprint so I can plug in. Let's all plug in our own ways. Let's all energize in our own ways. Is that something? Is that analogy something? I truly don't know. It seemed like something in the moment. Okie dokie. Here we go. I am minimizing myself. I'm going to mute myself. I'm really going to mute myself. Down to 10%. Oh my gosh, critical. Let's go. 25 minutes. I'll talk to you after. There we go. Welcome back. That's all I'd said so far while still muted. Welcome back from the sprint. I don't know about you, but that went pretty dang fast. Pretty dang fast. How was it? It went quickly, but I feel like I got some good stuff accomplished. Still used to looking at my computer over here, but I'm over here. Got a lot accomplished, and I got a good start on the next thing, and I've still got 2 more sprints to go. So I'm feeling pretty good about how this is going so far. Got some calendar stuff figured out, and that's super helpful. So one thing I'll do tonight is make sure I've got a plan for next week. And oh boy, ooh, I just thought of something else I need to do. I can do that tomorrow. Anyway, so many thoughts. Oh, okay. Davy says, started reading. Okay, cool. And it did go fast, I know. Oh man, those 25 minutes. It's pretty rare that they just kind of crawl by. It's pretty rare that I'm like, oh, wow, still so much time left. Usually by the time I look up, there's 8 minutes left in the thing. And then the next thing I know, it's all over. What are you reading, Davy? Are you reading your own stuff, or are you just reading for fun right now? Taking a break from writing, getting that good literary input of some kind? Heather. Oh, I got super distracted and wrote 92 words. Well, the last I checked, 92 was more than 0. And I also can attest to the fact that Heather can often throw down just hundreds of words in 25 minutes. 300, 400, 500, 600 words, 700 words in 25 minutes. But we can't all be 100% productive 100% of the time. So I think it's totally fine, Heather. And then, so you got distracted. It happens to everyone. The Book of Asriel. Okay, I'm not familiar with that. I shall Google it during our next sprint, but I hope that it's something that provides inspiration, encouragement, entertainment, whatever it is that you're looking for. You are very welcome. And okay, wonderful. I'm glad that I made you feel better. It's just the truth. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When was the last time you actually said out loud ifs, ands, or buts? Because I don't know when the last time was that I said it, but it sounds weird coming out of my mouth. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because it is an odd collection of words. Well, awesome. I think let's take a hydrate break. Everybody grab your water or other refreshing beverage. It's good for riders to remind each other to drink water and the other aforementioned refreshing beverages. Do I have even a spot of coffee left? Not much, but I can smell it. I have just a little drop. This made a difference for me. Hello from RBG. RIP RBG. Sometimes if I'm tired enough, I can have a little coffee, and it just really doesn't. If I'm tired enough, it won't really energize me, but this hit the spot and it's just right. It kind of took that sleepy edge off so that I am able to concentrate and get some dang stuff accomplished. You love the mug? Let's see it again. My nieces gave me this mug for Christmas a couple years ago. Isn't that cool? With her fancy collar. Oh, and I like this part. Supreme. That year for Christmas, I got a whole RBG gift package from my nieces and my sister. I liked it. It included socks, mints, like breath mints, and a keychain. A keychain that I don't use because it's too beautiful. Where is that? Oh, I know where it is. I'll try to grab it. It's a keychain of one of her collars. I think her Descent collar. It's so pretty, but I don't want it to get all like banged up and like nicked and chipped if I have it as a keychain. So I keep it nice with my jewelry. Oh, my fancy jewelry. It's probably the fanciest piece I have. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Heather. It's a good little bit of inspo when I'm drinking my coffee. I'm also trying to think about what I want to do tonight. What shall I do when we are done sprinting? Got some people I could talk to. That'd probably be a good idea. Definitely need to decompress. It's been an intense week. It's been a good week for sure, but definitely intense in a few different ways. And so I could use like some decompression. International sign for decompression, apparently. Thank you. I agree. All right. Well, what do you say? Let me switch my banner here to sprint number 4 out of 5. And I think we can get going on this next sprint. I encourage you to perhaps stand, maybe walk around for a minute because that's good for, that's good for like blood flow and whatnot. I think I'll go do that. I could use a refill on this, so I think I will do that for blood flow and whatnot. And I'll get back at it and see what else I can get done before this week wraps up. Here we go. Okay, 25 minutes on the clock. I shall talk to you after. Happy productivity and writing and reading and just all the things you're working on. Welcome back. How was your sprint? Oh man, did that fly by. Wow, it went so fast. Oof, I can't believe the last one is coming up, but I had to get some things scheduled for my staff, make sure all that stuff was taken care of, respond to some emails. And I was like, oh no. I did take about a 5-minute break. I went and unloaded my dishwasher, put a few things in, got some stuff put away. And so that's nice. I'm glad that that's done. That was a good bit of movement to get the blood flowing. So I think we, especially when we're writers, readers, when we're working during productivity sprints, I think we probably have the tendency to sit, for long periods of time. I have to remind myself to get up and walk around to do some things. But anyway, it's still went very well for me. I'm closing in. I think it would serve me well for this last sprint. I'll go ahead and get my banner set up for that. I think it would serve me well for the last sprint to set like shorter timers for myself, because the things that I need to do in this last sprint really won't take that long. But if I am not, keeping an eye on my time, then I'll just end up taking too long, and I can get more done. If I do that, that is something that has served me well a lot. Well, let's see here. Okie dokie. Heather got 466 words. I told you she was fast. And 466 words also while eating dinner. Very well done. You're just like taking like a bite of a sandwich. You're like bite, and then typing at the same time. Like take a bite of sandwich. I don't know what you're eating. Scooping something in your mouth, and then you're typing with one hand, and then while you're chewing, you're like typing with both hands, and then you keep typing with this hand, and you take a bite, and then right. It's just switching back and forth like that. That's what I imagine you were doing. That seems likely, right? Got it down to a science how to switch back and forth between the two, for sure. You know what else I should do? I have a few groceries that I need to get, and I can just go drive and pick them up at Target. But if I get them ordered now, then when I'm done after this next sprint, I can go get them sooner. That's how it works. I need to order some cheese and some bread for dining purposes. Heather, you reminded me. Oh no, am I going to sneeze? Am I? One sec. I really thought I was going to, but then I didn't. So I'll get signed into Target so that I can order that stuff. There we go. Done. Oh, Heather says, exactly. My husband made me some broccoli and mac and cheese situation. That's good. That's easy. You stab it with a fork, take a bite, and type away. This is how you type, right? This is how typing works. Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. That sounds pretty good. Also, broccoli mac and cheese. Well done, Heather's husband. Husband Tatten. Oh, I amuse myself if no one else. Okay, well, what do you think? I guess we can go ahead and we can stretch our arms. Maybe stretch our neck a little bit. Do some good movements like that writers need to do. Shake out our wrists. Hydrate. I was watching myself in the camera trying to aim with my straw. All right. He's pretty cool usually. That's a resounding compliment. He's pretty cool usually. Now, I know what you mean, Heather. Sounds like great guy. Well done. Well chosen. He brings you food for dinner. Can't go wrong with that. So tell him that we all say hi. He'll be like, who are these people? Who are these strangers saying hi to me? It's just us. It's just us on YouTube. All right. Well, I guess let's just do it. Let's dive in. Let's get this last sprint going. Let's get our timer. Let's shout out the wonderful HK Darkwood, whose timer I'm using. I love all of them, but this color palette is my fave. And it's just the one that I use pretty much all the time now. Oh, you'll tell him? Okay, great. Awesome. Hello from YouTube. Hello from Oklahoma City and YouTube. Okie doke, friends. Let's get this last sprint a-going. I'll talk to you after. Hello. Welcome back. Okay. Okay. Wow, literally at the moment of the bell, I submitted a thing I've been working on for weeks. And just like, I gotta find a highlighter to highlight this thing off my list. I've been working on it for, what is it now? Probably a month or so. Just like kept neat. I would think it was done and then I needed more information. And literally I hit submit as the bell chimed. And here is my notification or the confirmation message. Oh, I am taking a screenshot of this. I am emailing it to my team because this has been such an arduous process. Okay. Ooh, that is a load off. Oh my gosh. What a way to go out for the week to get that dang thing done. Closing all these windows. Close, close, close. Ha, I don't have to look at you anymore. Highlighted on my list. Just highlight it. It's such a small little effort to highlight a thing for something that feels like such a load off, but it's done. And oh, there are some other things on this. I'm watching myself on the camera on this list that I can go through and highlight because they're done, and I didn't highlight them earlier in the week, which means I get the very satisfying process of highlighting a bunch of stuff at once. That will be delightful. Oh, thank you, Heather. You don't know it, Heather, but you've almost certainly been here with me while, oh, you too, Jessica. You've both definitely been here with me when I've been working on it. And you probably saw me go like, it was probably that. Yes, it feels good to complete a project. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you make my heart swell with gratitude. Okay, 5 sprints. I can't believe that was 5 sprints. It felt more like 5 minutes. But I feel like I'll probably spend another just like later this evening. I think I'll take a break and probably come back to just make my plan for next week. That won't take too long. Okay. Wow. What a week it's been. So I'm really thankful to be wrapping up 311 that time and almost done. Whoa, does that mean that you're almost done with the scene with with all of Act 2 and you are getting your May goal done well ahead of time, Heather? Please specify. Either way, almost done is wonderful. Let's see. And Jessica, oh yeah, I forgot to highlight it. Jessica hopped on for the last sprint. Still glad to have you here. I thought you'd jump in while reading. Okay. I love it. Nice to have a little bit of company for stuff like that. Okay. You plan to read all weekend. That sounds luxurious. Is that the right word? Like you're just going to do exactly what you want. And it's supposed to be rainy and maybe like lightly stormy in our area, Jessica. I don't think it's supposed to be super severe. Who knows? It is Oklahoma, but that might be the best ambiance for reading. That sounds nice. And Heather says, with the scene and kind of Act 2. That's wonderful. I give you a polite golf clap. I can barely hear it myself. Okay. 8 more scenes and I'm done with Act 2. Oh, dang. You're so going to get that done this month. 100%. Hundo P, as the kids say. You're totally going to crush it. Awesome. Well, I'm super glad to have had this time with all of you. Thank you for all of you for hopping on during these sprints. They just went by so fast. Um, I'll see you probably, I will see you on HK's sprints maybe tomorrow. I think maybe, is she streaming tomorrow? Now I can't remember. But I'll see you on the sprints next week for sure. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for joining. I hope you got a lot done. If you care to share in the comments what you were working on, I would love to see it. Okay, yep, this is it. This is exactly what I was thinking. This vibe right here. Coffee, candles, and a good, oh, and rain. I left out the rain. Coffee, candles, rain, and a good book. I mean, like that's the life, right? Cozy and amazing. I know. Oh, her sister. That's right. You know what is so funny? Is it funny? I feel like I remember her. I remember HK celebrating her sister's birthday last year. She said she was going to celebrate her sister's birthday. And I thought, oh gosh, is it already her sister's B-Day? Unless it's a different sister. There's the one that we've seen on the live stream. I assume that's who she means. So, wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think you're right, Heather. I think she said her sister's birthday. I think you're right. Okay, good night. Smileys and hearts to you all. I'm going to go try and decompress and detach from work and detach from the week. So thanks, everyone. Have a great night. I'll see you on the live streams. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.